Brightburn stars Elizabeth Banks, David Denman, and Jackson A. Dunn. Okay, so what this movie does is it takes the origin story of Superman, and instead of him growing up to be the Man of Steel, he's a psychopath. Tori and Kyle Breyer are a farm couple that are trying to have a kid and can't seem to get it done. And one night, a comet crashes on their farmland. They go out to investigate. They find a crashed ship, and inside the ship, there's a baby boy. Superman story right there. Flash forward 12 years. They've been raising the baby. He's now a 12-year-old boy named Brandon. He's starting to have those puberty issues, getting into things in school. And he also starts finding out that he has these abilities. The abilities he has is everything Superman can do. They don't say, this is not a DC movie, so they don't say anything about Superman and this whole thing. I don't think anybody in the movie even says the word super at any point. They just kind of give you the, no, this is not Superman. But he starts realizing that he has these special abilities and he's not like the other kids. Now imagine that, all that in the body of a 12-year-old kid who has these powers and has no idea how to deal with them. Now, as parents start to get hip that things are kind of changing with their son, mom's in complete denial about the stuff that he's doing. And that's what I think that's what I really liked about this movie is the family dynamic that was in there. Is they really, they love this, they love their child, they love their son, they love Brandon. But he is turning more and more rotten as the days go by. And I think at first he doesn't quite really know what he's doing. He's getting a calling from the barn. He's hearing like this. He's being drawn to the barn for some reason because that's where his ship is. The ship he came in, they stashed it in the barn. He's getting called towards the barn and he starts hearing things. He starts hearing these voices. And at some point, the switch clicks and he turns complete psychopath. And that is when we get full-on, rated-R horror movie goodness from that point forward. I loved the fact that they didn't make this PG-13. This kid does some awful stuff, and it is shown in all its glory. I don't think it was made for a lot of money. That's another thing I really liked about this movie is because it doesn't look cheap, but it doesn't look like, I mean, it's not overused CGI, all that. It looks like they got creative on how they were going to do certain sequences, and they really paid off. I like this movie a lot. What I hope that they do is, I kind of hope that they just leave this as a standalone movie. There are some things that kind of go unanswered, nothing major, but like things that they could use in a sequel. Brandon's character and his origins and where he came from has really kept a mystery through the whole movies, and I think that's something they could expand on later on. I really kind of hope they don't, and they probably will. But this movie, as just as it is now, I think was a nice something refreshing that we haven't already seen. I mean, if you take a superhero movie and a slasher film and knit them together, I know I haven't seen anything like that. But this is a good origin movie. The performances were great. The story was good. I left there fully satisfied. I think I'm going to give this thing an A-. So if you get a chance this weekend, check it out. It's really a good watch. And if you don't get a chance to see it in the theaters, at least rent it when it comes out, streaming or DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, however you want to watch it. Check it out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate your support.